Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching The Evil Dead 2 by Sam Raimi starring Bruce Campbell. Firstly, I am well aware that I'm skipping the first Evil Dead film. It was on 3 separate Patreon polls and each time the comments told me to skip the first one and go directly to the second. I got the same response from the whole YouTube community too. It's apparently more of a reboot than a sequel. And I've been assured that I wouldn't be missing out on any continuity or anything like that. With that being said, Sam Raimi is an excellent director, although I've seen mostly his later work like the Hercules and Xena series and the Spider-Man films. I've also watched another movie I don't remember quite well because I watched it when I was less than 10. It was The Quick and the Dead. It starred Leo DiCaprio. And I remember one particular scene from that film, but nothing else. If that's worth watching, do let me know. Bruce Campbell is an actor I've seen in many TV roles and small projects, but this will be the first time I'm actually watching him starring in a film. I really don't know what to expect from this film, apart from it being a horror movie with maybe dark humor. That's literally all I know though. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reactions to over 60 movies, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. Links in the description below, by the way. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. The Evil Dead 2. Raimi, Campbell, let's go.
The book served as a passageway to the evil worlds beyond. In the year 1300 AD, the book disappeared.
Very rudimentary special effects here. Evil Dead 2.
So what's this place like?
Well, it's a little run down.
And Bruce Campbell looks young.
Ow. I love it, Ash.
What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby? Huh?
Sure.
So this is an abandoned cabin. For a second, I thought they were here on purpose.
This is Professor Raymond Noby, Department of Ancient History, log entry number 2. We stumbled upon something remarkable. The Book of the Dead.
The book that was lost in the year 1300.
My wife and I brought the book to this cabin. The book speaks of a spiritual presence, that this dark spirit is given license to possess the living. Kanda, Estrata, Mantos.
Raimi is providing us with a lot of exposition in the first couple of minutes. She's been taken. I don't know whether it's meant to be campy or not, but the makeup work done on her is pretty decent. What the? Huh? It's only been 5 minutes. Really good camera work here for the budget. And bizarrely unique special effects. I wonder whether he's possessed now. But we haven't met any other characters whatsoever. Holy crap, that's really decent makeup work. And it looks like they don't like daylight. And that was like reverse camera work. And I still can't get a grasp on the tone of the film because I don't see any humor just yet. Join us. Wait a second. It's that bridge they crossed. And the sun is going down, which means... Oh no. Again, great use of non-Steadicam camera work. keeping it intentionally jagged and rough. Okay, this is really impressive camera work. This is all one shot. Perfectly choreographed. I can relate to Ash.
I found the pages of the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, I got your telegram. Thanks.
I'm still having a hard time getting over the fact that he literally decapitated his girlfriend with a shovel. That's creepy. They keep showing this pendant. I wonder how important that is. Jeez. Wow. This is stop motion work. This is great. Okay, I see the humor here. She's dancing like a ballerina. Was that a hallucination or a dream? Whatever it was, it's driving him crazy.
Hello, lover.
That was a surprise, and the special effects work there is impressive. Or is it practical effects? Fire, fire, dude, fire!
Chainsaw.
I think this film is more shock than horror. This is crazy.
Please don't hurt me.
Good choice of not showing that. I think they're pushing the boundaries of what R-rated is. The sound design in a film like this really does go a long way, because there isn't much dialogue. Wow!
We just cut up our girlfriend with a chainsaw.
That was a surprise and excellently done. It was probably using a body double based on the makeup in the mirror, but holy crap, a lot of creativity on display here. And I can see why this is a cult classic. His right hand is possessed. And it's something that Raimi has established before, that different parts of your body can be independently possessed. The budget might not be high, but the atmosphere and ambience created by Raimi is pretty convincing.
There must be another way in.
There is a trail. You could, follow Bobby Joe and me.
Actually a decent performance by Bruce Campbell, because it's hard to convince that you're hurting yourself. Going for the butcher's knife.
Who's laughing now?
Not me. Maybe I am. This is a real change in pace of what I've been seeing for the past 2 months, and I really appreciate it because this is bizarre. The closest thing I've seen on the channel like this is probably Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Here's your new home.
Farewell to arms. Okay, I can see where the humor is. It's playing with him. Great prop work here too. Sam Raimi might be the perfect director for the new Doctor Strange movie because this is bizarre and strange. I'm actually more excited for the new Doctor Strange movie now. I am so uncomfortable. Great mix of special and practical effects here.
Oh my God. Where are my parents?
Well, she obviously thinks that he killed her parents.
What the hell did you do to them?
He's going crazy and sounds incoherent.
I hope you rot down there.
These four people are going to realize that the threat is real very soon.
But these are my father's things.
And now I fear that my wife has become host. Last night, Henrietta tried to kill me. I buried her in the cellar
Holy crap!
of the fruit cellar.
And that exact moment, Henrietta comes out of the grave.
Somebody's down there with him.
Fresh souls! There's something down there!
The makeup and prosthetic work is above average here. I wouldn't say it's top notch, but pretty convincing. This is considerably better. Holy crap, that transformation. No way! Can't believe Raimi is making me laugh in situations like this. Now he's going to give them some exposition.
That witch in the cellar is only part of it.
That mocking,
It's from the cellar.
that diamond ring.
Mother? Unlock this chin, quickly. That thing in the cellar is not my mother.
What the?
Dead by dawn.
Dead by dawn.
Oh man, green blood, not black this time. That was this girl's boyfriend, and it's only these four left. And it's a small cast of a film.
So quiet.
Exactly, Raimi is using silence to build up tension. And he's trying a lot of jump scares. Some of them are really working, others not so much. Very creative camera work in that sequence with that odd aspect ratio.
Trying to force its way into our world.
See what I mean? Raimi's using jump scare for both scary moments and to relieve tension. So that's pretty unique.
Dark spirit, here that wants to destroy you.
Holding my hand too tight.
Baby, I ain't holding your hand.
It's Ash's hand. Oh no, she ran off alone into the woods. The pages that were translated by her father resurrect the demons from the dead, and I think the pages that she bought destroy them or something. Impressive practical effects mixed with a little special effects too.
Where the hell is she? We gotta go out there and find her.
It's that picture. What is that?
In 1300 AD, they called this man the hero from the sky. He was prophesied to have destroyed the evil.
Huh? We're gonna go out there in them woods and look for Baba Joe. She's dead by now. Don't you understand? With these pages, at least we have a chance. Now you ain't got no choice. You're nuts. I said move! Baba Joe! Baba Joe! You'll get us all killed! Shut up! Where are you, girl?
Holy crap, is that Ash? That was Ash. I'm laughing because I'm expecting a jump scare. Oh no. That was an unfortunate miss. There is your jump scare.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She is one strong woman though. That guy does look like he weighs quite a bit. Unsettling imagery. I think it is a sentimental thing. And he transforms back to his human form because of his connection with his girlfriend.
I'm all right now. I'm all right.
If we're gonna beat this thing, we need those pages.
They're stuck with Henrietta. Very well cut montage. And I just realized he attached a chainsaw to his stump. And he has a shot-off shotgun.
Groovy.
I thought he'd say something badass or like groovy. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the bad guy had a chainsaw, and this one, the good guy has a chainsaw. Not another jump scare, especially when your character is moving backwards without looking.
Pages, quick!
Well, that wasn't really a jump scare, but that was creative.
Nosferatu, Salamimnon, Kanda.
That's all it took? Those 3 words? Use your shotgun on the face. Wow, that was a mixture of stop motion and great prop work. Incredibly difficult to film because the stop motion stuff had to be animated separately.
It's gonna buy you a mop.
Swallow this.
We actually haven't seen the main evil or main demon or whatever the entity is. Holy crap. And it's his arm that kills Annie. She did it. And it opened some sort of wormhole. Wow! I did not expect the film to end like this. Holy crap, this is the 13th century!
Slay the beast! 'Tis a deadite!
He's been transported to the 13th century. And I just realized that he is the savior. He's the prophesized one we saw in the book. Because his character was like in blue or something and completely out of place. I heard there are sequels. Guys, are the sequels worth watching?
Hail he who has come from the skies to deliver us!
What a twist! That was a good movie, guys. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was a really good film. Very bizarre and unexpected from Sam Raimi. I had no idea he got his start from lower budget horror films like this. This was a very short film and the review will reflect that too. The strengths of the film included its bizarre story, the excellent practical and special effects, the props, and the very creative ending that really tied the film together. The weaknesses included the cheesiness, the acting, and the overuse of jump scares, which lost a little bit of its value by the end. Let's start off with the directing by Sam Raimi and the writing by him and Scott Spiegel. Unlike my usual reviews where I break down the plot, I don't think it's necessary here since the plot was not very complicated. Some sort of evil gets unleashed on Earth and it eventually gets sent back along with our protagonist, Ash. Everything interesting happened in between these scenes. The choice of killing Ash's girlfriend within the first 5 minutes was a genius move, as it was completely unexpected and it focused the audience's attention completely on Ash. The lack of music was also a great choice from Raimi too, as it really built up tension for the jump scares. I was expecting one every 5 minutes. Triumphant music was used at the end, although it was used to subvert our expectations because immediately afterwards, Ash also gets sucked into the wormhole and gets sent back to the 1300s. That was a real surprise and it really, really elevated the film for me. Sam Raimi also used his budget like a champ. He intentionally kept things dark and shot the film at night, which really helped not only with the ambience but also to lower the costs of the detailed scenes. It was really great use of the budget. I feel like most of the money went to the excellent practical and visual effects, which we're going to talk about after the cinematography and editing. The cinematography of the film was okay. It had its moments though. The weird off-putting camera angles and the close-up shots of the creatures, they were very convincing and made the atmosphere very uncomfortable to watch. The cinematography, in particular in the use of jump scares, worked really well for the film for the most part, but it also provided comic relief at times. While the dual purpose served its role, it was kind of a hit and miss for me because the jump scares did lose some of its value being overused. Maybe that was done intentionally to keep us excited and subvert our expectations. Either way, pretty good cinematography, but not great. The editing of the film was considerably better. The gory visuals were not edited out except the head splicing scene. Furthermore, the montage scene where Ash attaches a chainsaw to his arm was just excellently edited. The highlight of the film for me easily were the practical and special effects, makeup, prop, and stop motion work. I can just tell a huge chunk of the budget went into this. The possessed humans had excellent prosthetics on their faces, complemented with great makeup. I'm not saying it was 100% convincing by any means whatsoever, but given the budget, it's hard to believe that it could have gotten any better than that. The actual evil manifestations also reminded me of the same technique used in Poltergeist, where frames were layered on top of each other and animated. I think it's called rotoscoping. The stop motion work in the film was really fantastic. Ash's dead girlfriend has a weird dance sequence after she becomes reanimated, and that scene in particular must have taken weeks to shoot, as I can imagine the complex choreography behind that actual scene. The sets themselves were very good too for the budget, but then again, there were only 2 sets to speak of. I'm only going to be talking about Bruce Campbell as Ash in the film, as I felt like his performance was worth noting. The supporting cast, unfortunately, weren't the best in their roles. I found the acting to be over the top and a little unconvincing from them. Campbell, on the other hand, was pretty good. He was a little over the top too, but not in a bad way like the others. I think Raimi wanted to show us that he was in shock and his mind was going crazy, and Campbell obliged. From the moment he had to decapitate his girlfriend with a shovel, he started losing it. He almost played the character with a manic stare, someone who was clearly shell-shocked and was suffering from PTSD from what he just witnessed and had to do. So all in all, Bruce Campbell was good. The others were meh. I have mentioned the criticisms of the film earlier, like the acting and the overuse of jump scares, but overall, this was clearly a great film, a cult classic. It might have not invented the genre, but it really elevated it given the budget. Raimi's direction was excellent, and the special effects and the practical effects were superb for the time and the budget. Although I wasn't scared in the conventional sense, like The Exorcist, for example, this was a seriously unsettling film. I'd like to rewatch with family or friends to see their reactions. My question to you now is, I know there are sequels, but which one should I watch? Is there one set in the 1300s? If so, I'd be really interested to watch that because I'd love to see the continuation of that story. Please let me know on whether I should continue this series, but more importantly, which ones to see and which ones to avoid. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page, links in the description below. Consider being a patron, subscribe to the channel, like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.